Welcome to Texila American University's Student Services and Student Support in Transnational Education. A presentation by Annie, Kaushika and Sinju. Texila American University Limited, the parent company of university, offers public health, clinical research, post-basic nursing, business and management, IT programs and education through distance and online in partnership and joint venture with other universities. Student Support Service. What is student service and student support? Student affairs, student support, or student services are the department or division of services and support for the student at institutions of higher education to enhance student growth and development. Student support services, also known as student services or pupil services, include prevention, intervention, transition, and follow-up services for students. Importance of student support service. The prime and most important role is to provide support to learners in their learning and related issues. Student support also focuses on learners with enhancing their academic skills, increase their retention and graduation rates, and promote graduate and professional school programs. Types of student support service. Student support services in e-learning identifies clusters of tools under the heading learner support and learning support. The learner support is a support provided by the university to a student for him or her to reach their academic goals. Learning support is a support requested by the student for them to achieve their academic goals. Learner support. The learner support grid comprises of the information phase, guidance phase, registration phase, integration phase, final results phase, accreditation assistance phase, guidance on further study phase. The information phase, guidance phase, registration phase, integration phase forms the pre-enrollment services. The final results phase, accreditation assistance phase, guidance on further study phase forms the post-enrollment services. Learning support. Learning support lists the assistance provided by the institution in the actual process of learning. These are the support that is requested by the student for them to achieve their academic goal. This is the learning phase which facilitates online learning. Online learning typically occurs via the e-learning content, discussion forum, bulletin boards, email queries, telephone support, group work. These structures support both student to student and student to tutor interaction. The student services rendered by Texila American University. The key areas of learning support provided by TAU as prescribed by Distance Education and Training Council DETC for students over 60 different countries. Learner support, pre-enrollment services, post-enrollment services, course content, curriculum and instruction. Learning support rendered by TAU, learning, counseling, tutoring, learner assessment and evaluation. Other support provided, personal and career counseling, organization of administrative support. Learner support. Pre-enrollment pertains to the period prior to enrollment in a university. Pre-enrollment services are provided by the enrollment advisors. Pre-admission and enrollment procedures are explained to the student. Distance education methods are also explained to the student by the enrollment advisors. Creditization and time management and general information regarding the institution is provided to the student. Credit mapping happens and a credit transfer is provided to the student requesting for it. Admission schedule and fee structures are also being explained to the student by the enrollment advisors. Student admission and registration process is taken care by the enrollment advisors. Post-enrollment services. The period after the enrollment till the student graduates forms the post-enrollment period. Post-enrollment practice of teaching and learning. Program planning and scheduling is provided by the academic calendar where the student is aware prior to the start of the course of the deadlines and the academic requirements he needs to submit. Course material and online content is provided to the student. Personal contact programs like the time management program and The soft skill training program is provided to the student. Assignment development and preparation. Assignment guidelines are provided to the student for him to complete his assignments on time. Teleconferencing schedule and audio video sessions are provided. Asynchronous audio video lectures are being provided to the student. Faculty student interaction sessions take place live so that the student can clarify his queries. Library and bookstore services are also provided. Career counseling and guidance services is also provided. A weekly follow-up of the student coordinators help the student achieve their academic requirements. Course content, curriculum and instruction. Course content and learning materials include asynchronous video lectures, learning management system to facilitate online programs. The learning management system is used to communicate the different details for the student to study the material that are being posted. Delivery mode, strategy adopted for the programs. Communication and collaborative tools, system for tracking the learner's interaction. The learning management system helps us to track the amount of time the student has spent on the learning management system utilizing the material that is being provided. Research-based learning plays a major role, and this is achieved by the e-conference and the e-journal publication. Learning support. Learning counseling tutoring. Advice and counseling and tutoring is constantly provided by the student coordinators. Schedule pertaining to personal contact programs, distribution of self-learning is also being provided. Interactive sessions with the faculty on the learning management system is provided so that the student can clarify their queries. Frequent interaction by our coordinators and constant counseling by them make the student feel at home. Learner assessment and evaluation. Periodic internal assessment is done once a week. Assignment evaluation and concerning assessment and progress. Assessment is also done based on the contextual project. Cumulative assessment is done based on the capstone project. Learner evaluation and assessment is done by a reflective assessment on the learning outcome. Term end examination is also done on the exam portal. Other support rendered: personal and career counseling, organization of administrative support including general queries and administrative problem solving. Help desk services are also provided. Impact of student support service reflected from the student feedback given. A survey was taken from the students regarding the different services rendered by Texila American University during the year 2014. A few criteria for the survey were: the answer that you received to your administrative questions like enrollment, procedures, payment options, tuition costs, refunds and accreditation. Overall satisfaction with the procedure for enrollment and getting started. Instruction on how to access online resources. Coordinator's knowledge in the subject and timely response. Probability of taking another course with us. Probability of recommending us to others. This table gives the complete statistical report of the feedback given by the students for the different questions that were asked. The answers that you received to your administrative questions like enrollment procedures, payment option, tuition costs, refunds and accreditation. 42% of the students had rated this excellent, 52% had rated it very good, and 6% of the students had rated it as other responses. Overall satisfaction with the procedure for enrollment and getting started. 43% of the students had rated this excellent, 50% of the students had rated it very good, 7% of the students had rated with other responses. Instruction on how to access online resources. 42% of the students had rated this excellent, 48% had rated it very good, and 10% had rated it with other responses. Coordinator's knowledge in the subject and timely response. 50% of the students had rated it excellent, 40% very good, and 10% with other responses. Probability of taking another course with us. 44% of the students had rated it excellent, 48% very good, and 8% with other responses. Probability of recommending us to others. 53% of the students had rated it excellent, 40% very good, and 7% with other responses. Impact of student support service reflected from the learning outcome. Reflective assessment of the learning outcome. A self-analysis on students' perception about the fulfillment of the learning outcome. This is the self-assessment done by the students on what they have learnt from the course, and the feedback given is formulated as a chart for the different schools. Reflective assessment of learning outcome scores given by the distance online program students is shown in this graph. For School of Clinical Research, the response is 92%. For School of Behavioral Science, the RALO score is 86%. For School of Nursing, 84%. School of Public Health, 87%. School of Business Management, 85%. The overall distance online RALO score is 87%. TAU has effectively provided student support and student services for over 60 different countries and has been able to satisfy their needs and retain the maximum number of students. This feedback will make TAU work towards becoming the world's largest distance online provider in the years to come. Achievements from 2011. TAU has provided quality education. TAU's distance online program has positively grown from 5 students to 906 students. The Digest of Education Statistics of the Institute of Education Sciences states that the retention of undergraduate students in United States in the year 2012 varied from 60.1% to 70%, whereas TAU's retention rate is 95%. Thank you.